What's up, everyone? Welcome to True Food Reviews. I'm Mark.
I'm Nick.
And today we are looking at celery. This time Nick is actually going to handle the fun facts, so I'm going to throw it over to you, buddy.
I know fans of the show have gotten used to a certain rhythm, but sometimes it's time to change things up.
Yeah.
And by that I mean Mark didn't do his homework. So allow me to, from my incredibly broken down phone, read you some celery facts. Fact number 1, celery, you imagine it looking like this. The plant actually grows to 3.3 feet tall. So that's
really
more than half of a big human, man.
What's the rest of it? Down here?
I don't know, man. Okay. I just read the facts.
Okay.
So another thing to know is there's cultivated celery on farms, and there's also wild celery. Mm-hmm. And the name for wild celery, which weirds me out, especially considering the size of the plant, is smallage. Wild celery is referred to as smallage. That is a pretty fun fact. Another fun fact that you guys probably don't know about is there's a town in Ohio called Celeryville. And that town was actually founded by celery farmers in the 1800s who were immensely uncreative people. Imagine if a town of accountants would just call themselves Accountantville? I don't think so. I think they'd come up with something better. Anyway. One of the first mentions of celery in all of history is in Homer's Iliad, actually, where the horses of Myrmidon are grazing on celery. So celery's been with humanity for a long, long time. And the last fact of the day is that the Romans considered celery to be an aphrodisiac, which I think is very interesting because it's considered one of the most flavorless things in existence. So I'm not sure why that would get you going.
Perhaps it leaves you desiring something more, and that something is companionship.
Or it leaves you very hydrated. I don't know. Let's break some off and take a look.
Let's venture into our own odyssey here. Homer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to just maybe grab a half here? Okay. Ooh, a lot of water. A lot of water.
A nice leaf tube.
Interesting. The leaves.
A leaf flute, you might say.
Yeah. A lot of water in there. The leaves are all down the center, which is very interesting.
So what do we want to do with this? I think we're going to take a look at this more traditional piece first, and then I'm going to get right into the leaves.
We've learned in the past with romaine lettuce that the nutrients are usually in the darker parts. So I'm going to assume that the really pale part in the middle is the worst part of the plant.
I mean, it's like 95% crunch, really. It's crunch, and more crunch.
It's definitely a crunch water kind of situation here. Now, I'm enjoying this. It's crunchy. It's very watery. Not a big fan of the stringiness.
Yeah, that's a problem. A texture issue.
Like you can see that. Like that's a full dangle right there. So I don't love that. I mean, look at that. That's really spindly. I mean, I'm going to eat it just to give you the full experience here. But I mean, I could do without the strings.
I don't think I'm enjoying this as much as you are. It's crunch. Like you said, it's crunch water. And then there's a bit of an aftertaste, and I'm not sure what to make of it.
I will say that the shape is very conducive to dipping. Like this would make a great kind of blue cheese canoe. You know what I mean? You can see.
Okay, it's time to get into this leafy bit.
Well, okay, I'll get some there too.
I've never seen this eaten before. I've never seen this out on a plate.
The string has gone down my throat, but the rest is still in my mouth. That wasn't pleasant.
That's awkward.
That's going to hurt the grade. Yeah, you usually don't see this part here.
So let's just go right into the leaves. Oh, not good at all.
Definitely extremely bitter.
Extremely unpleasant.
Oh my.
I didn't think this plant was capable of this kind of pungent assault on your... Oh, man.
Ooh. Oh, wow. It's interesting that the awful part is in the middle.
Yeah, there's more to celery than meets the eye.
You'd think you'd put the awful part on the outside so that when the horses are great...
The horses of Myrmidon.
Or when the horses of Myrmidon are grazing, they will go, oh, this is awful. And instead, I think the horses would go, oh, wow, this is delicious. I'm going to eat this whole plant. Then they get to the middle and go, well, that's terrible. Now I know.
Oh well, I ate most of it, so the plant dies anyway. It's a terrible defense mechanism.
Then you have horses going around just eating the outsides. I mean, it's just not a good. So, I mean, this is a D grade for defense. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. Even just one leaf is enough to just assault your mouth. I'm gonna try and bite like both. Terrible. Just
The
terrible.
leaf wins.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. I think I'm ready to grade this one.
Okay.
Disregarding the leafy center part, I'm going to judge this book by its cover, and I'm going to actually give this a B++. Very close to an A. Not great by itself, but it's super crunchy. It's very juicy. Not juicy, it's water. It's just straight water. This has got to be, what? 98% water. I don't know. They say you burn more calories eating celery than you actually acquire from eating it.
I'm gonna come down completely opposite to you on this. I don't like the stringiness. I don't love the aftertaste. The crunch is nice. I see how it complements other things. Blue cheese is not a bad idea, but I'm not gonna give this any more than a C+. C+.
The stringiness is hard to swallow.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all for this episode of True Fruit Reviews. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for our next episode.
Enjoy. Oh. Humans shouldn't eat that part.